What's going on, family? New day, new begins. Before we get started, hit that like and share button and subscribe to the channel. As you can see by the thumbnail, overcoming daily hurdles. This is something that hits close to home because I feel like we all go through this, you know, from the lowest to the highest. I think sometimes we just need to, when we wake up in the morning, we got to stay positive to the time we go to sleep throughout the day. There may be distractions, there may be things that hinder you, but I think sometimes it's our own mindset that gets in the way of what we need and what we see as the objective. And you gotta stay focused each and every day, man. You gotta wake up the day before, I mean, the night before, the day of, and think about what goal or goals that you're going to accomplish. You need something in life. When you go to school, your goal is to graduate school, to get the best grades. You trapping, you want to make, the most. If you're a ladies man, you want the most women. Everyone has a goal. People got money goals, spiritual goals, emotional goals, so forth. It depends on your outlook, and I think sometimes you just need to, when you reach a distraction, accept it for what it is. You know, you either gonna let it bother you or you're gonna look past it. If it's not something catastrophic, it is what it is. Move on, let it be. You gotta understand and let things burn. You know, in order to get better daily, you gotta know how to just let things go. A lot of people we know, I mean, we all know someone who didn't let something go, who's serving a life sentence. They didn't let something go, you taking flowers to the gravesite. And that's the mindset that a lot of us who don't look past certain situations, you succumb to them. And I think each day is about growth, being personal, financial, or spiritual and so forth. Each day, every day, you gotta be hitting a plateau in regards to you know the way you think, the way you speak, the way you dress, the way you formulate things within your mind, how you view each situation. And I think without doing these things, it kind of it puts a fork in the road. When you're going down a two-way street, it's two ways. And I think sometimes our thinking gotta be back and forth. When you driving down a one-way street, that one-way street only leads to one outlet. When you're going down a two-way street, you got two outlets, whichever way you want to go. And I think that's how we gotta view daily the things that we encounter. But like I said, you wake up, you gotta be focused on what you want to attain. And I think a lot of people, when they wake up with misery. A lot of people wake up with guilt, with anger. You gotta know how to wake up with positive this. You go to sleep, you gotta go to sleep on a positive note, not on a negative note. But sometimes within our mind is what controls a lot of things, you know, because when the mind controls you, you already got. Sometimes you gotta really say to yourself, do I want the mind to control me or the heart? You know, the heart sometimes leads you down a different path. But when you start thinking mentally and you're strong mentally, those situations that come at you daily won't be situations no more. It's a positive indicator of what was accomplished. And I think sometimes we need to take a step back in order to take two steps forward. Overcoming daily hurdles is nothing that is difficult. Like I said, if you're not incarcerated or homeless, anything catastrophic, you're good to go. But you gotta build up so much resolve within yourself that you don't allow certain situations to take hold of you. And that starts with staying positive and having something tangible that you can accomplish on a daily basis. You know, negativity, like I said, I sometimes think if a hint of negativity creeps in, that's somewhat good sometimes, because you can't always be positive because it's gonna creep in. That's everyone. But I think when you're throughout your day, when you're 100% negative, nothing good comes out of that. Nothing good comes out of that. And that proves a lot of things within your life, the way you view them, the way you see them. It's sometimes not the situation around you. Most of the time, it's you and the way you look at them. So stop looking at situations in a negative manner and start looking at them in a positive manner, and stay focused on the end goal or goals that you have daily in sight. Family, like I said, hit that like and share button and subscribe to the channel.